Hello friends! Guess what time it is? Flower time! If we haven't met before, my name is Kiri and I am going into my second year flower farming and I'm finally harvesting tulips. So it looks like Van Eyck and what's this one? Mystic Van Eyck are finally at the color crack stage. I probably could have got away with selling these for Easter a couple days ago, but it was dumping rain and I wasn't sure I would have enough to open the stand and also fulfill subscriptions, and I haven't posted this year introducing myself. I'm going to take that as an opportunity to upsell more subscriptions because that's really my priority. So I decided to prioritize making sure I could fill all the potential subscriptions and not deal with rainy weather. So here we are. So we're going to harvest these and store these in the fridge till this weekend. So tulips are ready to harvest when they are at this stage called the color crack stage. That's where you want to harvest it so that it will have the best storage length in your cooler and transportation time between when you harvest it and when you get it to your customer. Here's a good example of the color crack stage. So it's still tightly in bud. So that one's a little far maybe. This one's a good one. Tight in bud, but you can tell what color it's going to be. Here's some more that are ready. In my opinion, double tulips are really hard to tell the correct time. So you want to be able to see that it's starting to open up and you can tell what color it's going to be and that it's not super colored up. And I don't know what color these are because this is a mix. So I'm thinking white though, so I may harvest it. But here's one. I probably would let that go a little bit more before I harvest it. What I'm really excited about is the ranunculus. I've got some pretty good sized buds here. Oh yeah, very soon we're gonna have lots of blooms. If you've never harvested tulips for cut flowers, it can be a little bit surprising to know that I pull up the bulb and everything with my blooms. So you find one that's at the color crack stage and you reach down towards the base and give it a wiggle. If you have loose soil, it should come out with the bulb. If you're feeling a lot of resistance, you might want to fork it out so that you can loosen up the soil. Here's one. There we go. Just like that. So the reason why, as a cut flower farmer, you want to pull up the bulb is because we want the longest stem length for our customers, right? So I'm going to cut it off here so I can have a really long stem length. That doesn't leave enough leaves on the bulb for it to regenerate energy for next year, so this is pretty much dead now. We took all of the energy out of it. So it's a waste of your time to try to regrow those. So into the compost it goes, unless it has disease. Alright, I guess I'll be here for a while. So I'm going to just bunch these up into 10s so that I know how many I'm working with. I might rebunch them later and do mixed bunches or something like that later. But I'm trying to stay a little bit more simple with how I'm organized this year. Alright, the trim of the stems to the shortest one. All good. Beautiful bucket of tulips. Love these buckets. So worth the money. Going right into my fridge. Alright, the other thing I have to harvest are my fancy daffs. And usually you want to get them when they're at a 30-degree angle and this sheath is off. These, which ones are these? I think these are white line. Obdum for some reason doesn't seem to go 30%. So this is about where I harvest it. It's good to go. And to harvest daffodils, you reach down the stem, and where it meets the leaves, grab and pull, and it should just snap off. Look at the stem length on these. It's like 2 feet. So while we're harvesting daffodils, I just want to take a moment for daffodil appreciation. So I really was not about daffodils, and that's because I'm used to these traditional yellow ones, right? Okay, the fancy ones, they might be converting me here. So Exhibit A, replete. Perfect peachy beautifulness. Cum laude, still opening up a little bit. Is that not just delicate and beautiful? It's like a peachy Bellini. This one's still opening up. This one is obdum. Does that not just look like a rose? How beautiful is that? And then last but not least, Tizeta Essentials. So I know this is orangey yellow, not everybody's cup of tea, but let's appreciate how big these individual flowers are. Right? I like that. That's big. That's a big impact for, you know, 6 little flowers off of 1 stem. It's pretty cool. Well, hello there. You know what I'm doing, prepping those wraps for tomorrow. I feel like it's been so long since I've done this. We're gonna prep these wraps. I like to kind of bulk process these so that I can just get in a rhythm. But I need to go through my tulips and check to see if there's bruising from the hail that we've been having. I do think that a few of my tulips have some bruising, so those are not going to be usable. And I'm kind of debating what I want to do for my first round of bouquets for my subscribers. I think I might do a loaded up daffodil bouquet, because if I do tulips, I think that they're probably going to have tulips for just about their entire subscription, and this is really the last week for daffodils, so this is the only opportunity. So I think if I do a really big bouquet, it'll be worth 20 bucks. Let me show you what I got going on here. So this is 14 stems, and this is a smaller jar. This is yeah, pretty much a pint. So I think that if I do 20 stems, that should be real good. And I'll just show you an example here of what a bruised tulip looks like. So this is pretty much a fully blown up tulip, and see how it has that damage? So that is hail damage. Here's one that I just pulled out of the fridge last night. Yeah, that's a lot of hail damage. So we're not going to sell those. Also just want to take a moment to appreciate Exotic Emperor. Very wild and exotic. Debating about adding quince or not. I think that's a nice color combo though. Should I do it? We got overflowing flowers here. This is why I love these buckets. Really? 2 of these in here? It's pretty freaking awesome. So I still was only at 2 subscriptions, and then I posted on Wednesday that I was opening up the stand and the subscriptions were still open until Saturday, and I had 1 person sign up, so I'm up to 3. And that 1 person who signed up said that they are not so into yellows and oranges, which is kind of what my daffodil bouquets are. So I'm considering making up one that doesn't have yellows in it, which would be tulips. Subscribers are gonna get 20 daffodil stems mixed with some quince, because I think I'm going to sell the daffodils at $1 stem. I'm doing it, okay? I'm doing it. So all of these are already bunched in 10s. Cum laude or whatever. So cute but so short. Don't appreciate that. The slugs are really going after my daffodils this year. It's really making me sad. Yeah, so I think what I'll do is I'll mix the hot pinky kind of color and the corally color with the white. That'll look nice. And I think that will look really nice. A little bit of hot pink, a little bit of coral, a little bit of white, greeny, yellow. Yeah. So I'm working through my tulips, and what is that? That doesn't look good. Honestly, I think that these are frozen. Turned my fridge down a little bit, but I think I got it too low. Wow, that sucks. It's time! Of course it's like dumping. I've just kind of given up on caring about it. So we're opening rain or shine. So here we are. My frozen tulip. I do prefer how these look in the shorter buckets just because they splay out more clearly. It looks more bountiful, I think, from a customer perspective. So I like to use this one. So I have 9 daffodil bunches. I decided to go with $10 a piece. I probably could do 15, but I'm going to do 10. And then these 10 stems of single tulips are $40 a piece. Of course, these include retail sales tax. And I think they are okay. Hopefully nothing froze in the refrigerator, but we'll see how it goes. I'm going to go make some deliveries. Since I don't like being all wet, outfit change number 2 today. So, because I only have a few subscription deliveries to do, I do like to use this when I just have a few bouquets. I think this is like a wine carrier. I got it at Goodwill. And look at that. See? And I'm going to get some coffee. Alright friends, end of day 1, and 0 sales. Had one person come by and look. Nobody bought anything. That's okay. I think what I'm going to do is just leave these in here since it's going to be like 38 degrees tonight. Call it good, and my fridge is still freezing stuff, so I don't like that. See what tomorrow has in store for us. Alright, it's 6 o'clock, and I sold nothing. I don't even think anybody stopped today. That's how it goes. Alright, well, hopefully next week is better. Thanks so much for watching. See you next time.